Okay, we're back on the Morning Brew. First guest of the week after the holiday is this guy right here, Ian Anderson. He's bravely come in here to the Morning Brew. He is the publisher of Albuquerque Business First. Good to see you, Ian.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
I know
Happy
it's
Thanksgiving.
kind of tough coming in after a long holiday weekend.
It's, it seemed like a fantastic idea on Wednesday when I said, "Sure, yeah, I'll be here Monday."
Yeah. Now,
trying to get a frog iron to get out of bed.
You got my day started bright and early. So thank you. Good to be here.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, we decided to not win Best Places to Work this year. We'll let some other people.
Apply for it.
No, we didn't. But that's one of the events coming up, and it's a couple weeks from now, huh?
It is. It's next Friday. So it's our 10th annual Best Places to Work. So we've been doing this for a decade, and it's by far it's one of our flagship, our signature events. I mean, this is about it's about the employees. I mean, it's an event that it takes a different tone. I think we've all been to business luncheons and networking events and things, but this is really, we encourage lots of noise, lots of fanfare. You've got large organizations dressing up and really getting into it and making bringing the employees out and celebrating all the good things that they're doing. It's about company culture, so this is a fun one.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better places to network during the year. It's a great event, get to know people, and especially if you're looking for a job, maybe,
Right, why not network with great places to work, right?
Yeah.
Incredible.
These are the benefits that these companies offer. I mean, just it kind of reminds you of that Silicon Valley where everybody's sitting on bouncy balls and has free coffee and that tech startup mentality.
Do we have places like that here that are really into this? You don't hear a lot about them.
Well, we do. We've got, you've got, TLC Plumbing, believe it or not. I mean, back in the day, this year they're a sponsor, but for 8 years in a row, they would just run away with the thing and they would run. And finally, I think that they wanted to give others a chance to win because these are all survey based. This isn't just chosen or a popularity contest. This is quantitative analysis that's employee based surveys, and all of the things come back, and you'd find there's a couple similarities between great companies, and it's great benefits.
Yeah.
And really, just the healthcare benefits, child care, and soliciting employee feedback. Employees really want to feel like they have a voice in change.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the interesting stories I heard last year was Los Alamos National Bank, and one of the employees suggested that they open 10 minutes earlier because there's always people that are showing up 10 minutes early, waiting at the door because they need to get to work. So the employee suggested it, and then they implemented it, and they opened 10 minutes early. I don't know if they still do that, so,
But a neat idea.
But it was a neat idea, just creating that employee buy-in, yeah.
So for each different best of place to work, there are different categories. So it's not just the best place to work in the state kind of thing. Right.
So we have, so there's small companies, so you have 10 to 25, I believe. Then you have a 26 to, a mid-sized company, it's a 26 to a 50 to 75, and then you've got, I believe it ends up going, I think it's 200 employees or higher. That way, obviously, it's hard, the scores are all ranked, and it's harder to have, if you have, if you're a large healthcare system, for example, or an insurance provider, and you have, 1,000, 1,500 employees, it takes a different level of engagement and a different level to really to make it a great place to work. So we try to compare apples to apples as much as we can. Yeah.
Okay, so there's tickets still available for this event?
There are. If
somebody wants to come, and it's pretty rousing. I understand, like you were saying, and people really get into it. So this
is a fun one. We have a lot of fun with this one. Yeah.
And can you talk about some of those places that did win?
I can. You see, they don't even know how they're ranked, and I don't even know how they're ranked yet.
Oh, okay.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know how they're ranked until I get the script before, but it's become highly contentious. Not competitive. So
sure.
Up in the top, you've always got HB Construction. They're always up in the 1 or 2. You've got Footprints Healthcare. there, I mean, you've got Griffin and Associates. I mean, there's always some, they're always fighting tooth and nail to get up there.
And it's not always businesses that you might think of, like, like a construction company, but behind the closed doors, they treat their customers well, they treat their workers well, and that's what really makes a great company.
And you think, and it's, going back to construction, I mean, thinking about just the past couple of years, in creating a positive work environment in a dismal economy, that's a challenge. So hats off to those guys,
Exactly.
really for creating a great atmosphere.
Ian, Book of Lists is coming out too. The subscribers are getting their book of lists here in the mail,
right.
And everybody else can get a copy of that. That's a thing that you guys build on all year, isn't it?
It is. So our book of lists, it just went to press. It's a year-long undertaking. So every week we have our lists, and you've been a top 25 lobbyist, and and I know Larry, you're a power broker, and we used to roll that in. So this is our research department year-long undertaking of creating surveying and gathering this data, and we compile it all into this big list. We update each list at the end of the year, and then we put it in a book. And it's meant to last on a CEO's desk. I turn to mine, I dog-ear it, and put notes and Post-its and all the whole 9 yards. Really, just who do you want to meet? Who do you want to connect with?
Right.
And it's supposed to be a CEO or a power broker directory. Yeah.
Right.
So.
And that's a lot of people might not realize, but it is a great resource for people who might want to network, find a job, get to know people better. There's a plethora of things that you can use it for. So.
When I moved here, I circled the top 5 names of every list, and I made it. That was my one New Year's resolution, was to meet all the top 5 of every list, and I came very, very, very close. So
not bad.
I didn't visit all the top 5 busiest intersections, but that is one of the list. Yeah.
So are there any surprises in this? Like, are there any lists in here that might not have been in past publications or anything, or will it be inclusive of literally everything?
I think I don't know if we may have introduced alumni associations. I thought that was interesting, just because we have so many transplants that are coming in from out of state, just trying to give them a sense of networking, things like that, or just you may realize that there's a Notre Dame alumni association right in our backyard. Just things like that. But I really, this year, I think it was about expanding the list and really, getting into more detail, providing more CEO data and more revenue data on these companies.
Right.
It's one of our largest books ever produced, and we have a book of list celebration in January, where we invite everybody who's made the list, and we're bringing them to the pit.
Nice.
So we'll be at the executive level suites on January 30th, and it'll be a nice little party.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for this event, do people have to RSVP and do all that?
Yep.
Or is it kind of a invite only?
No, it's an open event.
Okay.
So you can register at our website.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like a fun event.
I'm sure, as the main man over there at Albuquerque Business First, you're looking ahead to 2014 and doing some planning and going to tweak some things. What are you looking to do and improve and change over there? Anything you can reveal to us?
Yeah, so we start we start looking ahead beginning in about August. That's when we start getting together as our management team and really start putting together our game plan. And you've got, honestly, it's about getting faster. It's about getting even better at online, getting better at it. We spent, I think 2013 was really, getting digital where we needed to get it, getting it up to speed, really enhancing our print product and also our new tablet product. But this will be about getting faster and really engaging online. You've got Chris coming on from Newscastic later. I mean, I'm a fan. I met him out in the waiting room, and I was just asking him questions. I was peppering him rapid fire, because these are the startups of really how to monetize digital media, and I don't want to say it's the complete future of digital media, but it's a really fascinating one to look at. not giving anything away. I think everybody's trying to get better at digital, but that's definitely it's a focus for us.
Yeah, I must say it's great to have a publication, but then also to receive like updates in your inbox all the time, like breaking news, and so it's nice to have that as well. But.
Well, yeah. We like to break news. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, best of everything to you, Ian, and we want to thank you and your talented staff for coming in every morning to keep us on top of things.
Thank you so much for keeping us up to date.
Thanks for having me. This is great. All right, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Best of the holiday season to you.
You too.
Ian Anderson, who is publisher of Albuquerque Business First, here on the Morning Brew. Stacy Sacco's next in the chair here on the Brew. We'll be back.